What's up, you guys? Steven here for Off the Shelf Movie Night to talk to you about physical media, about Blu-rays, 4Ks, once in a while even a DVD, if that's the only way you can buy a particular thing on physical media. If you're a physical media collector, if you're a movie lover, you're in the right spot. Hit that subscription button, hit that notification bell, do the likes, all the stuff. It really helps get the word out and, brings you into this community to have conversations about physical media, because that's what we're here for. I like to share my collection. I like to see your collections, all that stuff. So I made a quick trip to the flea market the other day, Sunday, and I thought it would be fun to shoot a video while I was there, because I was really just there to movie hunt, because I see some other creators here on YouTube that find really great stuff and like these huge tables of movies, to dig through and find, cool, finds. So I thought, let me just go and see. And I didn't really get enough video to make it even worth shooting something, to be honest. The pickings were slim. There weren't many people there. There were a lot of vendors selling records and CDs and even some cassettes. But there was very little in the way of movies, and the majority of what I found was DVDs, and typically I don't even dig through DVDs. And I know if you're a flipper, sometimes you can find something in DVDs that's valuable that you can flip, but I'm in it for my collection. I'm not trying to make money off it or anything. I'm buying for me. So I didn't even dig through the small amount of DVDs that I saw, but I did, however, find a few things for a really good price. Before that, I'm going to share something with you. Look at this, you guys. Got my cocktail right here. If you need a delicious seasonal cocktail, I'm going to share with you my recipe. This is great for your Halloween party. If you're a cocktail drinker, you could leave the alcohol out also, by the way, if you want to. It's 2 ounces of your favorite bourbon or whiskey, 2 ounces of apple cider, if you can, and then 1 ounce. I think it's actually maybe a half ounce of lemon juice, but I like lemon juice, so I put 1 ounce in mine. And then get a little ginger beer to pour over the top. It's delicious. There you go. There's my cocktail recipe for the holidays. Right here, got it right here. It's delicious. All right. Anyway, on to the stuff that matters, physical media. So I picked up 3 items from this dealer, and they wanted $3 each, so that would have been $9. I tried to get them to go $6, but the best they were willing to do was $8. So still not bad, under $3. What is that? $2.66 a piece, something like that. I'm all right with that. All right, so we're gonna open these together. And I'm just pulling it up here so I can see, because I wanted to know the year of this first one. I couldn't remember the year. All right, there it is. It's from 2013, and it is Last Stand starring Arnold Schwarzenegger. And I just picked this one up because I've just been kind of, this is my tool of the day for opening stuff. I've just been in the mood for some Arnold Schwarzenegger, and I realized, because I've been doing some upgrading and I've been sort of refining my collection, I don't have as much Schwarzenegger in my collection as I would like. There have been a number of things, including this one, that were released to Blu-ray that I don't have. So I saw this and I figured it was worth $2.66. And I know, from what I remember, this movie is not the best. This was sort of his comeback movie, if you will. Oh, all right. Well, this one's factory sealed, but I think we have some case damage here, do we? Or is it just... No, that's just my mistake. All right, it's not. This was kind of after he left working, he left the political field and came back to movies. This was his return, and this one stars Forrest Whitaker and Johnny Knoxville along with him. Let me see if I can get that closer so you guys can do the read-up if you want. Basically, it's a drug lord who escapes prison. I think, if her memory serves, he busts out of a courthouse. And he's on the run for the border, and the only thing standing between him is a small-town sheriff Arnold Schwarzenegger, and his inept staff, Johnny Knoxville, and then Forrest Whitaker is here too. Forrest Whitaker is kind of slumming in this. He's better than this, to be honest with you. Obviously, no digital code there. Wouldn't have mattered anyway. This movie's been out on physical for a long time, so any code that would have been there was probably expired. But yeah, I'm pretty sure I saw this in theater and thought it was just mediocre. But, you know, any movie that is tailored for him and stars him in a movie theme night, something like that, is probably going to be okay. It's probably going to be okay. I wanted to see, like I said, this was from 2013. I wanted to see the director. I don't know this director. It was John Woon Kim, or Ji Woon Kim, sorry. Yeah, that's not a director I know, but apparently the movies he's known for are, let's see. Oh, well, all right. Well, this director's done something I really love, A Tale of Two Sisters. That is a great movie if you haven't seen it. And he also did I Saw the Devil. So why this movie came out mediocre, I don't know, because he's done some really great stuff. I recommend both of those movies, honestly. But anyway, if you've seen this recently, let me know, because who knows? I'm hoping, for $2.66, I get my money's worth out of it, because I haven't seen it since, again, it was out in theater. All right. So the next thing I picked up, and we're going to talk about a giveaway, you guys. We're going to talk about a giveaway at the end of this, and you'll see why in just a minute, because I'm going to have a little commentary here. So the next thing I picked up is, because I did pick it up and I still have it, is from 2010, and this is a movie I think is highly underrated. This is Night and Day. It stars Tom Cruise and Cameron Diaz, and I think this was sort of before Tom Cruise's return to A-list, and people just weren't giving him any attention in the theater, because this is directed by James Mangold, and I like this movie a lot. I saw it in theater. I liked it a lot. It reminds me of old movies, like there's an old movie, I think there's actually two, that starred Michael Douglas, I believe, and I'm drawing a blank on the director. Let me just look real quick. Yeah, I got it. It's Robert Zemeckis did a movie called Romancing the Stone, and then there was a sequel called Jewel of the Nile. I don't know if that's it. Anyway, Romancing the Stone is the one I was thinking of, and it has Michael Douglas and Kathleen Turner in it. Also had Danny DeVito in it. But it was a Robert Zemeckis movie, and it was sort of a big adventure movie, love story, very fun. And Night and Day is directed by James Mangold, who is no slouch in the directing area. Brought us this movie, and I really enjoyed it. The chemistry was solid between the two actors. Tom Cruise brought the action. Cameron Diaz brought the humor. I think it's just a really highly underappreciated movie, and I've had it in my want to buy list for a long time, and I've been wanting to rewatch this movie, but it was kind of like one of those things where I was just waiting for it to come up used somewhere. And watch, now that I bought this movie, it's gonna come out in a 4K, and that'll suck. Well, no, it won't suck. Let me put it that way. It'll be fine, because I'll get the 4K, because I only paid $2.66 for this, and if I get one watch out of it, that's cheaper than a rental at this point, right? And maybe this movie's streaming somewhere, but that's not my jam. This still has the old security tags on the top. Those things make me crazy. But yeah, tell me if you've seen this movie. This is like a big adventure. It's basically a young woman gets mixed up with a failed spy who's trying to clear his name, and that's obviously Tom Cruise and Cameron Diaz. I don't know what happened to Cameron Diaz. She used to be more in the A-listy kind of movies, but we haven't seen her in a while. Doesn't mean she's not working. Anyway, very fun movie. Happy to finally get it. It's been on my to-buy list for a long time. I was really excited when I saw this in their factory sealed, and got it for $2.66. That's great. All right, so the last movie, I'm going to bitch about myself and admit being, kind of dumb about something. I use the Blu-Ray.com app to maintain my library because it's free. I haven't done CLZ, which I know is what everybody else uses, because I don't like being charged in perpetuity. I don't like being charged forever for streaming, and I sure don't like doing it for a database. But it looks like that's what I should do, because the problem with Blu-ray.com's app is I can't bulk scan. So a lot of times when I get a pile of movies in, I'm like, well, I'm going to have to just wait till I have time to sit down and do them one at a time and go through all the screens that come up to add it to your collection. And because of that, I don't necessarily remember to add everything. I don't remember to add everything a lot. And I think what I am going to do is just give in and get CLZ, because it's not that expensive on a yearly, and I can go in and bulk scan everything and just get my stuff into there, because I double bought something, and I don't do that very often. I've usually got a pretty good memory for what I have and don't have. So anyway, I picked up a copy of the Pixar Short Films Volume 3. Short Films Volume 3. And I almost passed on it because it didn't have a slip. But I thought, I want to complete that collection. And it turns out now that I got home, it wasn't registering in my memory that I have it already, because the one I have does have a slip, and it's a hollow foil. So you really can't tell. It's not as blue as this. So I screwed it up. So now I double bought. And this is a great collection. Once I sat down and really looked at the short films that are on here, I remembered, of course, I have it. So anyway, long story short, I'm going to switch to CLZ and try to do better about this, because once you cross 3,000 movies in your collection, it's very difficult to remember. I know that Tony and a few others here are really brilliant at remembering what they have and don't have. And I usually am, but when it comes to short film collections, sometimes it gets murky. So anyway, we have it right here. And what I'm going to do, I just crossed 2,000 followers over on TikTok. And what I'm going to do is, to celebrate that, I'm going to give this short film collection away over on TikTok. So if you want to win it, all you've got to do is be following me there. And I will be doing a post in the next day or two about the giveaway. And then when I do that post, just do what I ask you to do. It's probably just going to be put a comment. I don't know what the question is going to be. I'm going to ask a question and get people to put their answers in the comments, most likely. And I'll give it away to one random person. So if you want it, I don't know why I'm doing that. I think because my mind is going a bunch of different directions. Anyway, if you want it, go join me over there and let's have that conversation. Picked up 3 films. I was happy to get these 3. Did have a pretty good time walking around the flea market, but yeah, I would like to have seen a whole lot more. Let me know, are you doing well at your flea markets finding stuff? Till next we meet, pull something cool off the shelf, share it with your friends and family, and remind them why physical media is the best way to watch films and TV at home. I'll see you guys on the next one.